Hello and welcome. Today I wanted to share with you one of my favorite books about patterns, and this is a pattern source book. I have been drawing lots of inspiration from here, looking how the patterns are constructed, the color palette, and just ideas. And it's by Drusilla Cole, and as you can see, I have marked quite a few different pages. So we were driving for a couple of hours in the car. I was a passenger, of course, and I thought it's a good opportunity to have a read because always when I'm in emotion I get the best kind of ideas and brainstorming. Also when I'm in a cafe, I'm caffeine, so that works for me. As the book has a sleeve here, and let's have a little flick. There's a little introduction here. I think these patterns are of great quality. They are from different times. So this was from 1940, 1904, 1998. I love that one. I love that one. There's so many lithographic, so that's one of my favorite styles. I haven't yet mastered that. I would probably mimic that in digital way. Also, you can make it out of everyday objects, some historical pattern. This is from 1875. So beautiful, so detailed. 1920s, that was interesting era for patterns. Loads of inspiration and just knowledge. And one of my favorite style, this retro kind of bit like Cath Kidston. I love it. I just need to sit down and create more of them. This is gorgeous. Love the color, the cream and the blue. This is something I have marked. I think it's this. I like kind of cut out style. I have to admit this is probably something least of my interest and something like that. So everybody will have a completely different approach. Look how beautifully this is laid out. So you got image on top of image on top of image, and they all seamless, I believe, but it's so clever. By Hannah Furman. I have to check her out, her portfolio, and it's from 2006. That's pretty interesting, from the 60s. Again, layer on layer. This is something I need to start introducing now to my patterns, because at the moment they quite not complex enough in that matter. Oh, I love that. I love sticking little dots in between, so that's a great idea. Also, look how effective that is. It's pretty much flat illustration, but creating those shadow areas is just gives another dimension to it. Inky, beautiful. Oh, there's a little corner thing. I think it might be accidental. I never put corners in my books. I always put a little bookmarks, and obviously the legend William Morris, absolutely stunning. Strawberry Thief, 1870. How gorgeous. He's probably the most famous designer of all the patterns, the godfather of the patterns. I have to say that's not my style, not my something I'm interested in. However, that looks nice. Oh, very bold. Not my thing. I think this was something I'm interested in of doing. I have a massive notebook where I write all my ideas for styles, for kind of what I want to create. Especially when I go to my Thursday cafe evening when I wait for my son. I tend to take it and just brainstorm, just think about, oh, what if I did that? And I took it to Photoshop and then did this. And it's just so many things going through my head, and I just keep them when I'm ready. When I have time, I'll sit down. They kind of have to cook in my head for a little while, but I love it. It looks very like Van Gogh kind of style. Also, it tells you, so this is blue pure silk chiffon has been screen printed with the animated painterly style design as a sample for French fashion house Painterly. Yeah, that's something I absolutely adore. How cool is that? That's not pattern itself, but very interesting. Looks like birds. Oh, love that. And look how many layers. This is definitely, I never thought about creating sort of layers over layers, but now I'm that stage where kind of intermediate level. So I'm looking at different things. So having this book at the beginning was, I was looking for something else, and now looking at something else completely. Oh, love that. Kind of vintage. That's very interesting as well. Although that's like aged or acid or something. Also, it tells you how it was created and what materials. Interesting, like a block of flats in New York, windows in New York. Wow, very busy. Gorgeous, that's beautiful. Embroidered as well, interesting. Sorry, it's going to be a lot of interesting phrase in this video. That's beautiful. Very bold, very simple, but how effective. So there's not many layers here. Wow. Oh, love that. It's kind of, I have to figure out how people do it. If it's like with an eraser, getting rid of that space. That's beautiful as well. That's definitely not my style, but I think I did bookmark that. I keep forgetting what I wanted to bookmark. Not really, too muddy, too busy. But you know, on something that might look spectacular, maybe on a carpet, that will look really nice. So it depends what it's for as well. Okay, that's the same sort of style like those blocks of New York. That's not necessarily my style. You might agree with me or not. You might have completely different view. Oh, how stunning is that? Clever, because it looks like many horses, movement. Wow, and it's just a line art, and it creates such a busy, complex effect as well. So just checking if I have focus right in the right place. It's a bit too muddy for my liking. 60s had this hit and miss for me. I prefer the bright. Too messy. Also, I did want it to experiment with pastels myself as well. I have bookmarked that. I think it might be because of those vehicles. I like how angular they are. Not a fan of that. Sorry, I'm just being honest. I love that. How clever is that? Like bushes and trees, and there's little bits. Probably I would take, and that's from 1927. So it was lithographically printed wallpaper that features vignettes of church spires and wood pigeons. Same for the windows of leaves. Often based on his own expert linocuts. Probably what I would do, I would create more variety within those windows, like different characters or whatever, or elements, and then maybe flip them so that one be that way, that one that way. But because obviously now digitally we can go nuts with that. There's lots of opportunities. Maybe it wasn't as easy with linocut and you were limited. Not fan of that, not massive fan of that, although I do have a bit of a I would love to try with the very small limited organic marks. That's on my list as well in the book. That's gorgeous. I love that style. Kind of very delicate, very organic looking line work, and then color inside. This is kind of my style, what I do. Oh, very nice color, very intriguing. The contrast and the build up, fabulous. Love it. Oh yeah, love that as well actually. I really like the ink and colors. So if you were looking for your style as well, what you can do, you can take such book and just literally write down or put little pieces of paper, take pictures or put it in your mood board and just dissect the elements that you like. What did you like about pattern, or what you didn't like? That is also really useful to know what you don't like about it, and just make base out of that your style, and just a starting point, even because your style might change over years, and that's normal. Not cute, not that great, this one in my eyes. And that would be interesting, although I do like this overlapping watercolor effect. That looks interesting. That's on my list as well of styles. Effective, very simple. Oh, love that. It's like stippling effect with different colors, and it creates depth and shadows. That's really interesting. I like that. Surprised I haven't bookmarked that. Maybe I ran out of paper as well. Gorgeous. 1907, very old. Oh, I love that, but not so dark, maybe a little bit lighter. I think because it's printed probably on silk. Yes, it's hand screen printed silk. Also, I would love to find out how it's made. Not that I want to do it that way, but the technique will be really interesting to find out about it. Oh, lovely. I actually made a very similar pattern of that without the stalks. I did photograph the what do they call those flowers? Daffodils. Yes, daffodils. I did kind of backlit them on top of my softbox because I'm a photographer. That's my main job, and surface pattern is my second kind of little job on the side. So I photographed them. I had those images. I wanted to do something with them, and then I took those. They were very nice, bright, very clean looking, and then I arranged that into a pattern. So yeah, it's so weird that we often have similar ideas without thinking, without knowing each other, and it must happen all the time. Not crazy for that. It's for Erja Hirvi for Marimekko. I don't have a massive love for Marimekko. Oh, sorry, probably fans going to be disappointed, but you are entitled to like anything you like, and I can like what I like. Mosaic, wow, so simple. 2 colors, 3 colors, and yeah, very. What I notice as well, limited color palettes often is more powerful than having loads and loads of colors. So ex experiencing just taking note of things mentally and maybe writing them down, it's a good idea. Oh, I love this little storytelling. I love storytelling and patterns. That's really good. That's nice. I like that. Similar to what I did with some flowers, but I think mine were a bit more complicated. There was more detail and stuff. I'm just scared of making something simple because it's like it's not worthy. I don't know, it's that kind of really weird way of thinking. But it doesn't have to be very complex. Sometimes it's better when it's actually really, really simple and it works better. There are some designs for cups. It looks like more cups. Wooden. Wow, that must be very tricky to make. I can't even imagine how it was put together. 1890. Wow, incredible. That looks very how to say, like a Native American. Oh my gosh, I was right. Wearing blankets woven by a known Native American artisan. Yeah, well done. That's good. These are gorgeous, but I'm not crazy about the colors. I think back in the day they were probably limited on when a technique, because it says ceramic work, so maybe there was a limits what colors they can get, and also the pigments and materials. rather than now we have all the colors of the rainbow. Love this. Beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. So simple. You can either look at it as black or white. That's great as well. And so, oh, like 1890. It's very modern, like it could be on some fashion brand. As long as it's not Balenciaga. Gorgeous. Oh, I love this. Looks like a silk scarf, is it? Printers found proof on paper of quality design for hand-printed silk headscarf, showing the frontage of St. Paul Cathedral, London, complete with horse-drawn carriage and tourists. Absolutely love the style and love the color palette. It's so comforting and beautiful and retro. It's from the 50s. Yes, so you see, it all aligns with style I like and where I want to go towards what. So, but at this point, I'm kind of trying loads of different styles, loads of different things, throwing a lot out there just to learn things and discover my own style later on. Okay. Oh, not interested at all in this sort of style. Colors not for me. Bit like Cézanne. Liberty of London. I think there is no person in the world that is in Pattern that doesn't know about Liberty of London or William Morris. That's interesting. Not so great. I'm so dry cut. Dry, what's the phrase? Interesting. I like experimenting with other watercolor bits. 2007. Okay. He's probably old. Yeah, 1880. Wow. I love that. That's so cool. I really need to make something similar. Each kind of little block has its space, so they repeat here, here, here. Oh, that's really cleverly done. And look how limited the color palette is. It's a little off print, so you can see that it's color and color and color. You got 3 or 4 colors here, and some of them don't kind of match completely, so we give you kind of off print illusion. Well, back in the day they were misprinted slightly, but now we do it deliberately digitally, so it gets that beautiful effect. But I really like it. It's nice. Okay, it's just difficult to see here, but if you put it on the furniture or carpet or wallpaper, that would be amazing. But you know, just looking at this here doesn't really makes me excited. Oh my goodness, I love that. It's only like 4 colors and it's so effective. Excuse me. And it just has so much life, movement, yet it's just bushes and stuff. I love it. I wonder if how I'd make it. I'll probably paint it with ink, separate elements, and then take it to Illustrator, scan it. I don't know, it's really tricky to work out how you would do it, and then you can color it out separately. So when I look at the patterns, I also consider how would I assemble now. That's stunning. Okay. Oh, lovely, lovely colors, lovely technique. Yeah, I'm drawn to the same stuff now. I can definitely see. Oh, now the words that I cannot pronounce, and I should if I'm a pattern designer. Tool de joie. I'm not sure. I have to double check that. But it's the kind of genre in wallpaper mainly, and fabrics that is like a pastoral scenes, mainly like drawn like that and put together. I do like it, but I would like to give it like a modern twist. That would be quite cool on that style. That's gorgeous. Love the colors. Actually, there's something about pink, light pink and light green that really works. And they say never put pink and green together, so there are rules to be broken. Love that effect, overlapping watercolor kind of things. Oh, that's interesting. Love it. Not so much. Not so much. Looks like I've seen that before, and it's very characteristic for that era of the 30s, 40s. Oh, I don't know how to hold this book so I don't get that in the way. That's interesting as well. Only 3 colors, quite organic looking stuff. Wow, look how clever is that? That's very 30s, this one. But yeah, you can see stuff coming out like car and the house. Very impressive. Wow, I love that. That is such a beautiful kind of wallpaper. Very nice. Love this. This looks similar to what I have. I bought a very old vintage piece of fabric that I was hoping to turn into tablecloth. I'm a little bit like, don't want to waste it on the tablecloth. I want to make it something a bit more exciting. Maybe I'll make a dress or skirt. That would be amazing to have out of that. But yeah, that's really lovely. I need to do more organic work. I really do. I think I'll try more. Stunning, that one. Really nice. I don't know, because in my head, since I did my Illustrator course, I think like, oh, it has to be perfect, neat and everything. But sometimes that is more appreciated when it's more irregular, organic and so on. So we've seen that one before with a black and white. Now it's red and white. It will be good with blue, probably, like a water flowing. That's stunning. I really like that. It's very simple, so easy to apply. Eli Kishimoto. That's nice. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested at all. I'm sorry to say anything kind of like paisley or Indian designs at this point in my life. Maybe I will be later. Oh, that's really cool. I like that one. You see, there's so many patterns you can have inspiration, and amazing that it tells you how it was made, what it was made on. 1850, crikey. So I'm not crazy about this kind of very flat style. I like something more organic. So again, I have to find a way to translate it into Illustrator, because I could work in Photoshop as well, but in Illustrator then you can have more ways to color change and so on, and scale it infinite size. Okay, looks a bit dirty. I'm not sure if I like that. Not a fan. Not crazy about that. Oh, that's cute actually. Like folk. Looks like Russian. Folk inspired design. Folkloric designs. This roller print example. Here stylized flowers around falling figures dressed in traditional costume. Yeah, they look like they're Russian or... Oh, interesting colors. Very, very cool. Very 60s. Also remember that if it's, for example, printed on fabric, it will gain that fabric texture as well. So it will be another layer. It's not going to be so flat. If it's printed on paper, however, it will be most likely quite flat, quite without any additional texture. Oh, love that. Really interesting. 1944. It looks a bit tired and old, but it's from 1900, so probably when it was painted fresh, it looked gorgeous. That's cool. I like that. So it's adding dimension by creating like an ink version and color version. Really effective. I love it. I think that must be this lady's. Let me see. So the lady that has wrote this book, that is her pattern. Okay. Didn't know she was a designer as well. Gorgeous colors. Not liking that much. Oh my god, I hope I'm not offending anyone. But, you know, like I said, everyone's entitled to like what they like. I don't like that combination of colors. Not a fan. Quite cute, but maybe different colors. I'm very drawn to blue and cream at the moment. It's getting tricky to turn those pages, guys. It's like so big, that book. Marimekko. Very simple. I think those designs are known everywhere around the world. Also, Orla Keeley is, I was listening to a really lovely interview with her and about her house, and it was so inspiring. I remember being on the walk listening, and just it was such a, like being in the spa listening to her. That's so lovely. I love the colors. Again, that must be like a silk scarf. I'm not crazy about this. Oh, that doesn't look very nice. I think it looks like mold. You have to be really careful with that kind of effect. Recently, I've seen the wallpapers. People put some sort of wallpapers in a kitchen area, and with that kind of weird shading of dark, and that look awful. Look like a mold. So you have to be conscious where it's going to be applied as well. That's interesting. Very nice. Nice color combination in this one. Oops, sorry. Pretty. I love the drawing here. Must be hundreds of millions of kind of patterns like that with florals. Very nice. There's so many things to consider when you create pattern. Like, what was it going to be used as? Color palettes, depth, flow, so many things. Lovely that. Very nice sketch. That looks like the gallery, National Gallery. Oh yes, in London, one of my favorite galleries. Very nice. I like the ink sketches. Definitely going to do more of those. That's simple. Look, this is a repeating motif over and over the same thing. So, and that creates a pattern. Love that. So delicate. Ooh, very nice. It's cut out. No way. How was it made? I just noticed like a see-through. It's all cut out. My goodness. We Don't Fly North, 2008. I thought it was much older than that as well. An extraordinary, intricate work by this artist who painstakingly hand cuts delicate papers. The artist comments, "This is quite a large paper cut that took forever to do. All those stars and birds. My goodness, that's a labor of love." And the writings. Wow, I wonder if that was a copy that the person made a mistake on and throw it in the bin halfway, or was it like the first one and the last one? That would be so interesting to see. I love that. It's quite intricate, busy, interesting. The eye is dancing on the pattern. Very nice. Simple again, very effective. Oh, I like. Loose painterly, yes. You see, I like that. I did mark that as well. This one not so much because very graphic, very much illustrator like. Very nice. Has its place in time, but that's not nice. Interesting. Neighborhood. But then it flips. It doesn't make sense if you pop it on the wallpaper. It's probably more for like a for fabric, I imagine. That's beautiful. The stones. Oh, cool. Little white dogs. And this concludes our flip for the book and little commentary from myself. So it's a great little book, and I think I bought it on eBay. It wasn't very expensive, but it's nice to come back because in your designer journey, you will be at different stages. So at first, you might be just looking at, I don't know, let's say colors or just how what patterns made, and then you would look at the style, and then when you later on in your journey, you might look at maybe at how the layers are built or materials or how was, you know, if you want to look up any of those particular artists. So it's a good book to have, I think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and leave a like, leave a comment, so I know you enjoy this type of content, and I'll see you next time. Bye.